Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for years and it's recently come up in my mind again, and I wanted to share some thoughts, expand my thinking, and remind myself about this. So that is compassion and understanding. There's one thing that when I first heard really kind of shocked me, made a big impact on my life, and that was that everyone in every single moment is doing the best they can in that moment. They've considered all the options. They may have had a limited amount of information to make the decision, but given the information that they have, they made the best decision that they could in that moment. And with that information, us knowing the information about that every person in every moment has made their best decision, we can actually be compassionate and understanding towards them, because we can realize that they had their best intentions, perhaps for themselves, but definitely their best intentions in that moment. And if they produced a negative result, that may be something that even they are unhappy about. Essentially, all human beings, and I can't think of an exception for this, they just want their well-being and the well-being of their loved ones. And where there is an objective conflict about this is when my idea of a well-being for myself and my loved ones contradicts your idea of a well-being, good life for yourself and your loved ones. So life is complicated in that way because everything is a relationship. We cannot live alone. Trying to be completely self-sufficient is possible, but it becomes a completely lonely life if done. And we just thrive with each other. But also, the more people you have in a society or in a group of people, the less likely you are to agree on the things that matter. So there will be differences, there will be differing opinions about all sorts of topics, and we kind of have to decide whether we want to let those things break relationships or not. And going back to the understanding that everyone's acting on what they think is the best choice in that moment, can really allows us to really open our heart for that person, despite what's been done and what's been chosen to be done in that moment. We can really say, wow, okay, this person may have produced something that's negative to me or to a group of people or even themselves, but I can still have compassion for them because they are trying. They may not have known everything there is to know about the topic, and therefore it may have served as to them as informational on how not to do a thing in the future. So yeah, share love, share compassion, share understanding. We're all students of life here, and no one's born knowing a topic. No one's born knowing everything there is to know. No one's born knowing anything. So when we venture into a new area of life, or an area that we are somewhat experienced with and we failed, we tried, and that's a really important thing, but it doesn't determine that that's who we are. You know, one failure just means that we've tried. It doesn't mean that we are a failure. So it gets to a point in life where if we feel the weight of a possible failure so far before it happens, it can actually stops us from doing these things, from attempting anything in life. And that kills potentiality, kills creativity, and it robs us from an opportunity to actually become a new, better version of ourselves. So have love for people, give them the benefit of the doubt. If you see something that hasn't been done right by another person, consider what could have gone through their heads as a rationality for that thing to be done. Try and understand. We actually have a big problem with communication between ourselves in all our relationships, and sometimes it might just be a minor difference in intention that causes a person to do something that displeases us. And if we had had the conversation about it, maybe it would have been completely different, and we would have be able to achieve understanding between each other. So that's it. I'll leave it here. Much love and take care, guys.